हेलो डियर फ्रेंड्स, बिजनेस हेल्पलाइन चैनल को आपण मान को बहुत बहुत स्वागत। आज आम देखा 11th रु 20th सेप्टेम्बर भितर जो सब करंट अफेयर गुड़ाक रही सब आज आम डिस्कसन करवा विथ मेमोनिक्स आम डिस्कसन करवा। किंतु आज गोटे कौन है ट्विस्ट अच्छी। ट्विस्ट कौन मु सर्च करुच्ची मु जो मेथड रे एक्चुअली करंट अफेयर डिस्कसन करुच्ची जे याको लिंक करके केमिति आज मु सब जाक करंट अफेयर पढ़ी भी है केवल जो करंट अफेयर द्वारा आपण मान कष्ट लगुच माने मन रखा कष्ट अच्छी से गुड़ा को आप नोट डाउन करूँ। नोट डाउन करके कौन कहतु निजे मेमोरी गुड़ा जहाँ आप मन रखा चेष्टा कर जो मेथड बतई से मैंने लिखिकी कमेंट सेक्शन में पकातु। आउ जो मैंने यहाँ गोटे दशहरा ऑफर है दशहरा ऑफर अच्छी जो स्टूडेंट से लिखिकी पठेब माने सीरियसली देखिए मु जो टेक्निक बताए सब मेमोरी गुड़ा जे करके निज कमेंट सेक्शन दबा ताको मु गोटे फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट जो सब्जेक्ट ताको दरकार अछि तार पूरा फुल वीडियो मु ताको देबी माने पूरा से कोर्सटा पूरा फ्री तापाई हैला मु ताको देबी से ताको एक्सेस करि परिबो लाइफ टाइम पई हैला आ पढ़ी पई परिबो भल भल फैकल्टी मानकर वीडियो मु देबी हैला। तेणु ये है ऑफर आपण मान को आज मु कौन कर स्टूडेंट सर्च कर किए मो मेंटालिटी सहित सेमती काम कर पारछि हैला। तेणु आज मु सब पढ़ी पढ़ी जाऊँगी आपण मान पई देखंतु। व्हिच नेबरिंग कंट्री ऑफ India saw its prime minister resign due to the widespread anti-government protest. Nepal, who has been elected as the 15th Vice President of India on September 9, 2025, CP Radhakrishnan. When will Prime Minister Narendra Modi launch the Healthy Women Empowered Families campaign and 8 Nutrition Month, September 17th, 2025? Who recently won the Camel International Award 2021 given by the Arabian World Records? Yunus Ahmad. What percentage of India's gross domestic product (GDP) is contributed by the textile sector? 2%. Who recently chaired the Cabinet Committee on the Security meeting to discuss developments in Nepal? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Since its launch on January 17, 2025, the Sanchar Sathi mobile app has crossed how many million downloads by August 2025? 5 million. In which country was the 28th Universal Postal Congress recently held? UAE by United Arab Emirates. Where will the 20th G20 summit be held in November 2012? Johannesburg. RBI announced the issuance of 100 commemorative coin on September 13, 2025 to commemorate the birth centenary of whom? Dr. Bhupen Hazarika. In the Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan Award 2025, which city secured the first position in the category of the city with a pollution of over 1 million? Indore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate India's first bamboo-based biorefinery project in which state on September 14, 2025? Assam. Where will the two-day national conference on holistic development of districts be held on September 11-12, 2025? Patna. Sebastian Leroux has recently been appointed as the new Prime Minister of which country? France. India will participate in JAPAT 2025 multinational joint military exercise to be held from September 10 to 16, 2025, organized by which country? Russia. In which state has the 5-day Sunrise Festival been organized recently? Arunachal Pradesh. Where will the Indian Armed Force hold the commemorates conference? CCC. Okay. 2025 from September 15 to 17. Kolkata. According to the NCRB report for 2022, 13,444 students committed suicide, which is what percent of total suicide rate? 1.6%. Recently, who has overtaken Elon Musk to become the richest person in the world with a net worth of $393 billion? Larry Ellison. Okay. The global rating agency Fitch has raised India's growth forecast for the current financial year from 6.5 to how much? 6.9. The Gujarat Governor Acharya Devarath has been given the additional charge of Western Maharashtra, which where has India launched the world's first digital tribal university, Adi Sanskriti, New Delhi, where who has recently been awarded the Kid of the Year 2025 by the famous Times magazine. Tejasvi Manoj. The PME Bus Seva PSM scheme aims to support the running of more than how many thousand electric buses across India between financial year 2024 to 25 and financial year 2028 to 29. 38,000. Recently, who has been appointed as the new chairman of the National Stock Exchange in Inajit Srinivas. In how much financial assistance has Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced for Punjab? 16,000 crore. ତାପରେ where 1600 crore 16,000 1600 crore. ତାପରେ where did the Indian Navy commission INS Aravali on 12 September 2020? Gurugram. The insurance surety bond issued for NHI contractor have been crossed how many crore? 10,000 crore. ତାପରେ ଆସିଲା India has become the world's second largest producer in the fishery sector by producing how many lakh ton of fish in 2024-25? 185 lakh tons. Recently, which train has become India's fastest train running at the speed of 160 km per hour? ସେ ହେଉଛି ନବ ଭାରତ train. According to ISRO, how many major world record has India achieved in space exploration? 9. Which country has appointed the world's first AI generated minister to fight corruption? Albania. Where was the first overseas campus of IMA Ahmedabad inaugurated recently? Dubai. Where will GJEPC organize the jewelry exhibition Sajix 2025 for the first time? Which is Saudi Arabia. Who has been awarded the PM Narasimha Rao Memorial Prize for Economics postmortemly? କିଏ ମନମୋହନ ସିଂ. ପିଲାମାନେ ଆପଣ ଯଦି କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଛି ନିଶ୍ଚୟ ଲାଇକ୍ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣ ଯଦି OPSC ASର ଇ ବୁକ୍ ଦରକାର କିମ୍ବା ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ ବୁକ୍ ଦରକାର ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ ପଢ଼ି ନିଅନ୍ତୁ, QR କୋଡ଼ ସ୍କାନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ, ବୁକ୍ ପାଇଯାଆନ୍ତୁ. ଯଦି କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ଅଛି ଏଇ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଚାଲୁଛି ତା ତଳେ କମେଣ୍ଟ ସେକ୍ସନ୍ ଅଛି ସେଠି ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ଦେଇଦେବି, କ୍ଲିକ୍ କରିଦେବେ. ଆପଣ ନେକ୍ସଟ OPSC ଛଡ଼ା OSSC OSSC ବି ଯଦି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଇ ବୁକ୍ ଦରକାର ଡିଟେଲ୍ସ ପଢ଼ନ୍ତୁ. ଆପଣମାନେ QR କୋଡ଼ ସ୍କାନ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ. କରିଲା ପରେ ଯଦି ଆପଣ ଇ ବୁକ୍ ଡାଉନଲୋଡ଼ କରିପାରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ଏଇ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ତଳେ କମେଣ୍ଟ ସେକ୍ସନ୍ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଲିଙ୍କ୍ ଦେଇଦେବି ଆଉ ଡାଇରେକ୍ଟ ପାଇଯିବେ. ଷ୍ଟିଲ୍ କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ଅଛି 9937193444 ନମ୍ବର ମୋତେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ୍ କରିପାରିବେ. Next, in which city was the all women sailing campaign Samudra Padakshana launched on 11 September 2025? Mumbai. Who will inaugurate the Bhairavi Sairang railway line in Mizoram built at the cost of over 8,000 crore? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. PM Modi announced a relief package of 1200 crore for which disaster affected state? Uttarakhand. By which year has India set a target to achieve non-zero emission 2070? Since 2014, how much has the railway ministry allocated for the northeast region? 624477 crore. Who will inaugurate the 4th edition of World Food India 2025? Prime Minister Narendra Modi. India has announced how much special economic aid for Mauritius recently, $680 million. Indian ADB have signed a $126 million agreement for promote tourism in which state? Uttarakhand. By when does the India aim to achieve 500 gigawatt for renewable energy capacity 2030? Where was the third round of trilateral talk between India, Iran and America held Tehran. তারপরে how many important agreement were signed recently between Mauritius and India? 7. Under the PM Surya Ghar free electricity scheme, how many lakh family received free electricity? 20 lakh. According to the recent data, how much worth of the textile item did India export 2022, 23, 24? $34.4 billion. Which campaign was launched by the Indian Army to help food flood affected region in Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and Jammu Kashmir? Operation Rahat. Which country developed the world's first mRNA sensor vaccine? Heteronomics. Russia. By which year does the PM Surya Ghar scheme aim to install 1 crore rooftop solar plants? 2027. The PM participated in an event in Assam to commemorate which birth anniversary Dr. Rupen Hazarika 100th. Under which article has the Supreme Court recently recognized the right to housing as a fundamental right? Article 21. Which country will host the 5th Coast Guard Global Summit 2027? India. On 17 September 2025, PM Modi will launch the Swasthanari Sashakt Parivar Abhiyan and which nutrition month? 8th nutrition month. Which institute has recently inaugurated Da Vinci Surgical Robot for training and e-learning? AIMS New Delhi. Who inaugurated the 11th Commonwealth Parliamentary Association CPA Indian Region Conference? Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. The former Chief Minister D.D. Lapang, who passed away recently from which state? Meghalaya important body bare. Where will the 10th Ayurveda Day will be celebrated on 23rd September 2025? Goa. What rank did India achieve out of 16 countries in the World Competitiveness Ranking 2025? 40 was 41st. Okay, next. What medal did Indian women hockey team win the Open Asia Cup 2025? Silver. In which state did PM Modi inaugurate a bioethanol plant in Golaghat, Assam? Justice M. Sundar has been appointed Chief Justice of which High Court? Manipur High Court. Where was the National Agriculture Conference for Rabi Abhiyan 2025 held? New Delhi. When will the GSI conduct a nationwide cleanliness drive under Swachhta Hi Seva 2025? 17 September to 2 October. Till August 2025, how many kilometers of rural road have been sanctioned under the PMGSY? 88.38 lakh kilometers. Which country is hosting the 89th General Meeting of the International Electrotechnical Commission (IEC) in September 2025? India. How many Indian heritage sites are in UNESCO's tentative list? 69. How much has the government of India allocated to promote private sector and R&D investment? 1 lakh crore. How many public grievances has the Ministry of Ayush resolved under the special campaign 4.01116? The temple has declared which date as the National Day of Mourning for victims of anti-government protest? 17 September. India's largest modern sports complex was inaugurated by Amit Shah in which city? Ahmedabad. The Freedom Age military exercise involved the US, South Korea, and which other country? Japan. How many kilometers of national highways were built in northeast India by July 2025? 16207 kilometers. What was the WPI based inflation in August 2025? 0.52%. What was the magnitude of earthquake that recently struck Assam and northeast India? 5.8. By what percent did India reduce the emission intensity of GDP between 2005 and 2020? 36%. Which country recently announced its intention to host the Asia Summit 2027? Pakistan. Acha. Who launched the passenger service day 2025 from Hindon Airport? Ram Mohan Naidu. Last question. Air passenger numbers in India are expected to reach approximately how many crore in 2025? 25 crore. ତେଣୁ ପିଲାମାନେ ଆଜିର ଯେଉଁ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ଆପଣ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କ ଭିତରୁ ଯେଉଁଟା ଯେଉଁଟା ଆପଣ ଭାବୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ଏଇଟା ମନେ ରଖିବା କଷ୍ଟ ତାକୁ କ'ଣ କୁହନ୍ତୁ ନା କମେଣ୍ଟ ସେକ୍ସନରେ ତାକୁ ତା ମେମୋନିକ୍ସ ଆପଣ ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ। ଯେଉଁମାନେ ସିଲେକ୍ଟ ହେବେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଯେତେ ଜଣ ସେ ଲେଖିବେ ଯେତେ ଜଣ ଲେଖିପାରିବେ ହେଲା ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରିୟ ପୋଷ୍ଟରେ ଦଶହରା ଅବସରରେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ଫ୍ରି ଭିଡ଼ିଓ କୋର୍ସ ଅନ୍ ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ ମିଳିବ ଯେଉଁଟା ତାଙ୍କ ଦରକାର ସେ ମିଳିଯିବ। ଓକେ, ଦଶହରା ପାଇଁ ଆପଣମାନଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ବହୁତ शुभेच्छा। आउ बिजनेस हेल्प चैनल को आपन लाइक से सब्सक्राइब करंतु। ओपीएससी सर जदि आपको स्टडी बुक दरकार ताले आपको डिटेल्स पढ़ंतु, क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करंतु। जदि स्मार्ट पार्ट डिस्कशन दो डिटेल्स पढ़ंतु, क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करंतु। ओएसएससी रो कि ओएसएससी रो किछि दरकार डिटेल्स पढ़ंतु, क्यूआर कोड स्कैन करंतु। स्टिल किछि असुविधा हले मते व्हाट्सएप करि परिबे, मो अपन डिटेल्स सब जिंस प्रोवाइड कर देबी। ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।